round test between Porter and G-Busk. Trafalgar Law? All right. Yeah. Let's see if I do it right. I'm going to do the Trafalgar Law, and if Porter is in the chat, he can correct me all the way to Kingdom Come.
Just have him type it in the chat. Start typing, Porter.
Start typing up your synopsis of exactly how to talk about this deck, because I'm going to tell you how I see this deck. As a person who's seen this multiple times on camera, this is room on a stick here, because this man does a lot of bouncing and taking from life to get to cards and cheat out cards. If on the draw, going second, this man can get on the four dawn turn can get out an entire board of characters with the right amount of math here. Now, it does say the total cost needs to be 5 or more. Return up to one of your characters to your owner's hand and reveal one character at the top of your life cards. If it's Supernova type, you get to put it in play. One of the key cards that this deck really wants to get in play, especially in the early game, is the Enabler. And the Enabler is the man Cavendish. Thankfully, got its nice little reprint we've been waiting forever for. Cavendish, when attacking and on play, gets to restand 2 of your Rested Dawn. Very effective, very good, and a card that you want to see when you're playing this outright. This deck does a lot of searching. Wants to start off strong, hit on the play, get the Kid Killer out here to get the cost out here to ensure that when he's doing all these searches, which he's got a lot of them, and this is what keeps him in the game, is his fat hand size. Basically, you've got this ability with this to get out, look at the top 5 cards for Supernova types, and you can trash this character to reset one of your Dawn cards as active. So this is kind of a key start to this 4 Dawn turn, getting the 5 power out, right? Because in 4 Down, I just explained to you, you need to have 5 power. Not always that is simple, but if you start off with a 2, into another 2 or a 2 and 3s, which are mostly searchers, you got the Luffy Searcher, you got the Perona Searcher, which does slash, you got the Capone on play, add 1 card to the top of your life cards to your hand, add up to 1 Supernova type card from your hand to the top of your life card space down. So this guarantees you the hit. This secures the Cavendish play if you want to secure it. You've got 2 cost blockers, which are really good. Love the low cost blockers in here. And you have some early game removal. You're not going to play this in the early game, but it's very good to get rid of some of those late game blockers and some of the issues that you might be having. Zeus is a really good powerhouse at 2K.
Yeah, and one thing to mention is for this, if a Supernova type character other than Capone would be removed from the field by opponent's effect, you may add it to the top of your life cards face down instead. So if you're trying to like get any of this removed by effects, if this is on the board, then it pretty much just puts it back in life, making it easier for him to gain life as well as play with his leader ability.
So, in correction, because Brain Dead's saying you definitely play it early. My early is considered on that 2 Dawn turn where you're really trying to get yourself into the optimal board state. That's what I mean by early. Your 2 and your 4, maybe even your 6. You definitely want to play... The 6, I think, is about the earliest you want to start really pressuring, because you're probably not going to have too many threats to have to worry about and have that Zeus pop, but sometimes you do. I can make that obviously, it's very situational. You're going to have the right card, the right target, and you're trying to get the math up to 5 total cost on board to make sure you can start activating the leader ability. You've got a really good package of Supernovas you can grab for your life. We got the Restand Law. I love this one. This thing has surprised so many people. It goes up and down in numbers for him constantly, but I love this on play. You can set up to one of your Supernova or Heart Pirates cards from rested to of a 6 and lower to active, and that's pretty much most of this deck here. So you're getting extra swings from Cavendish. You're getting extra swings from maybe if you want to swing with a blocker but don't actually want to leave it rested. You can swing with some of the other enablers out here, which are absolutely disgusting. And I've seen him win quite a few games with this, especially with the ability to bounce it back to hand and replay that ability, or try to set it up in life if you can through certain combos. But getting this Trafalgar out, absolutely devastating. We got this a beautiful kind of like bounce law here. It is a blocker on play. Return up to one of your characters to your hand. Play up to 1 character of the cost 3 or less. So basically, get to bounce and get your cycles. Like, this is just really good for making sure you're always getting the hits, always getting the characters, digging deep to get your Cavendish out, making sure you have your line that you want to play, and this one just enables it really well. We have it's missing the Basil Hawkins. This is your list 1 for 1. I took this from your link. But where's which Basil Hawkins?
Probably the 4 cost with the trigger. I don't know which one.
I forgot to put it in. Oh, okay. Let me see if I can get that in here real quick. I was saying I copy pasted this. 4 cost.
How many?
How many here? 4 cost yellow. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna keep one for right now. It's just 1. Okay. Well, that actually makes the deck look right and legal too, because it was 50. I didn't realize it was just 50. I love this card. Basil Hawkins is going to see a lot of play in yellow. This one's just a nice little 5k body that you don't want to run into. Has a beautiful trigger. Draw 2 to trash 1 from your hand. But what's nice about this is most people don't want to attack into it, because if they KO it, they have to trash a life when doing so. So really, really effective card. I'm seeing a new card here from Jewelry Bonnie for this promo. On play, if your leader has a supernova type and the number of life cards is equal or less than the number of your opponent's life cards, add up to one of your opponent's characters to the cost of 4 or less to the top or bottom of your owner's deck's face up. That's pretty good. A nice little removal package for those late games. The Bonnie is a tech for Rayleigh. So Bonnie for Rayleigh. I like that. That's a really good ad. So of course we do have any green deck. You got to be running the drugged up man himself, Hody Jones. Absolutely disgusting. They made an event to this ability because it was so strong. But this is really nice. You get to rest 2 characters to dawn or one of each. On play, you have to take a life to do so, but you get a rush. You get to tap down all those nasty Gum Giants or any of those protection counter plays that people might be playing, or you get to rest the blockers that people are trying to like load up on just to protect themselves from end game. And just a super powerful card. I like the one of Use's Kid. This is a nice little late game wall. Sets it up. It does synergize very well with the deck, but the deck really isn't trying to wall itself up. It's really trying to get underneath your opponent. It's say, as a green-yellow, this is probably the fastest green-yellow type strategy deck I've ever seen. Most yellow, you want to play the late game, obviously, because that's kind of its motif. And with green, it's kind of like just stabilizing and putting a lot of characters out, or just getting a lot of extra dawn for counter plays and counter stuff. And this one, it's all about character. It's all about room. It's all about making sure you're swatching characters, getting the searches, getting extra utility out of that. It's just so good. The one thing that I will note, this is one of the very few yellow decks that doesn't run Kuma. Now, it's not to say that Kuma's absolutely terrible in this deck. It's just probably not good enough. And it's not supernova type. So it really doesn't fit the theme that he's going for. He wants to make sure he's always hitting. But I wouldn't say it's a terrible card, because Hody Jones isn't on theme either. And it's a really good card. Remove the Luffy. Which Luffy?
Maybe he was talking about with the Rayleigh.
The Rayleigh? To remove the Luffy? Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Yeah. For the Rayleigh play. All right, go ahead. Talk to us about this.
Green Blue, Zoro and Sanji. Downtime's 1 when attacking. Once returned, you may return one of your characters with a cost of 2 or more to your hand. Set up to one of your characters with a cost of 7,000 power or less is active. So, this is very good at getting 2 swings with something, as well as getting stuff like searchers back to your hand, or I guess, mainly searchers, I'd say, or anything that boosts up stuff. So, obviously, you're going to be running a lot of slash things because it's Zoro Sanji. It is a slash type, so he's not running the Perona searcher, but a lot of slash will be used in this, I'd say. So you could use the Perona searchers if need be, but what's good about this is that you can get some 2Ks.
We didn't get his actual list. I was told it was the same list as last time, and I'm using the same list as last time. But yes, there might be some additions that that player didn't inform me of.
But it's fine. Just going to go over the basics of it, that we have an understanding of how it is played. So things like this, one of your slash attribute characters gains plus 2,000 power during this turn, then trash 1 card from the top of your deck. Typically, I'd say that's fine. One thing that I'm sure would be added is the 4 cost, 6,000 power Cavendish. And that's when attacking, draw 2, trash 1. Just something I would add, but I'd say this is pretty good in upping something 3,000 power. So pretty much you play out stuff like this. You can even play a putting out to get back later. And so how it goes is you play out the things that have 7,000 power or less power, and you pretty much are just trying to swing twice. So for something like this, this is a great thing to do. So this isn't once per turn. So if you were to do it right, you'd be able to swing, keep swinging with a cost of 7 or less, rested, leader ability, let's just say you return this, and then resand this, swing again, that's another thing you keep rested. As well as this, I'd say is pretty good, because this rests something with a cost of 6 or less. This is once per turn, but in keeping things rested, I think it's great. This Luffy is an interesting thing, because really, this is just to spam the board. So
How about the Brooks and the rest of the
yeah.
film?
So for this, it's a blocker first off, which is pretty good, I'd say. And then play a Straw Hat or Film with 4 or less. So that could be this Brook, this Zoro, which if your leader Straw Hat, rests up to something with a cost of 4 or less. Or this Zoro, which is a 4/6, which is great value, I'd say.
Absolutely.
But also, if you chain it with this Brook, then you can play a Straw Hat crew with 3 or less, and then you can play this Sanji, which I'd say is the main thing that you want to have swinging. So if you have 5 or less cards in your hand, this character gains plus 2,000 power until the start of your next turn. Again, this isn't a once per turn, so you can do this twice. So attach 1, it's 4. Swing once, and if you have the 5 cards or less in hand,
and the one done. Yep.
it becomes a 6. Do it again, you're swinging 8, and this stays in 8 till the start of your next turn.
Yeah.
This is one that I know, like, if this is Marcus's deck, I know it's one leader that he's been trying to work on to, like, make work.
It has been put up some results here at our store. Like, we've seen a lot of people do pretty well here with this deck. It's a sleeper that most people aren't recognizing. I think it probably wins a lot more because people don't know how to play against it. But it does have some powerful tricks to it. And when it hits right, it is hitting big. Almost all the cards currently highlighted are not in the real deck.
Cool.
That's great.
Awesome.
Thanks, Brandon. Appreciate it. Again, I was given the list and told this.
Having the Hody Jones is great. Obviously it's green. It's going to want it. This is just great removal. I think any blue deck should be running this. Raging Tiger or Red Rock to get rid of stuff. And this Sanji's is just... I mean, not Sanji. Zoro is just the boss monster.
Right.
Being able to swing 3 times.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
We have him
just
as a leader
gotta survive
now.
to the turn.
We have him as a leader now.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
All right, let's see this matchup between these two weenie down bounce
If we
back.
had the time, I would redo the list to make it something that I would see as ideal, but it doesn't matter. You understand how the leader works.
The important part here is you do recognize.
You know how the leader works. You know he's going to balance something with a cost of 2 or more back to his hand to resand something else to swing twice. That's how it goes. Yeah. Hey, Beef Patty.
Beef Patty.
How are you?
Good to see you. All right, I think our players are set up here. 4 and 4 for the life. Porter, I imagine, win the dawn. The player, or no, G-Boss going to go first. But then again, Porter does like to be again on the draw. That's optimal for him. Let's see if we can start off with a 2-cost play here. Maybe a Kid and Killer. Be a good start. It is the play. Look in the top 5. This is a good start for Porter. It's exactly what he wants to see. We could see that forward on turn where he starts loading up the board and basically having 5 characters in play by the time turn. And it's pretty good. The leaders on this side are wrong. Oh, thank you. Good correct. Thank you.
So going to play with the Nami Searcher. This Nami searches for specifically East Blue type cards. So I think there are like maybe 1 or 2 Straw Hats you might find, but again, it's probably going to be a lot of the Fishman stuff. If you're familiar with the Zoro build that I believe won the Nationals in Dallas, they were going with like some Fishman stuff in there. So yeah, this Zoro is one. So again, this Nami Searcher right here can only search for East Blue type cards, I believe. So getting that 4-cost Zoro. So if they have 2 or more characters, then you can rest. Then it can attack characters on the turn it's played. On play, rest something with a cost of 4 or less.
And here's a 2-cost Nami. This is going to be one of the other ones that can benefit from the Brook if we see the Brook in play here.
And using leader ability to get that Nami back, so he can search again with it, or he can use it for a counter.
Absolutely. 6 costs coming through. Porter willing to take the life for the first one. Usually pretty easy to take to hit. Let's see if we can combo it off to get this turn that he wants to see. Starting off with Luffy Search. We're definitely going to want to see like a Beiji to make sure that the hit is exactly what he wants it to be. Okay, there's one of the pieces. So one of the pieces he needs to make this play powerful. Now all we need to see is followed up by a Beiji play here. It's not Straw Hat, and the Brook isn't in the deck, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Starting off with a Slash. Searcher gets another Cavendish, so just in case the first one gets KO'd, the second one will be back in utility. Like that play here. We're up to 3, 4. Now we just need 5. Will we see the Beiji play? Looks like we're loading up the leader here for 6. Going in for the swing, getting the attack out of the way, because he knows probably not going to have much attacking after this. Needs 1 more 1 cost before Beiji?
Yeah, to get the 5. Well, I mean, he could play. I don't know. I forget what cost it is. Is it a 1 cost?
It is. I thought 1 cost was it was a 1 cost Beiji that takes a life and replaces it. There we go. Yeah. So we got the Beiji here.
Takes the bottom.
Gonna restand, put the Cavendish back into life. Use the 1 Don he has attached to the leader to activate this ability to bounce anything. The Beiji perfect card here to bring out the Cavendish.
Restand 2, probably going to search again.
Probably going to search again, or can put out a 2-star blocker. A is going to go for the search event here. And just as we stated, 4 Dawn, 5 characters out in play. Ready to go.
Could boost the power of all of them.
I mean, that'd be nice.
With like leader ability.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Leader ability, pump all these things.
Yeah.
I think the fact that he can keep searching every single turn like this, not a lot in the late game if he wants to, he's got this option to constantly gain life with the 7 cost Trafalgar Law. Just the constant bounce life gain loop that he can keep going if he wants to.
Yeah.
It's got some great late game potential, and right now, this is a perfect setup, optimal board here. G-Bosk, literally with no characters, in Porter with 5. On turn 2. It's just incredible how optimally this deck can play, especially when you have all these searchers to find all the right pieces that we just saw. The Perona finding that, the Monkey D. Loof that found the Cavendish to make sure it was ready. He also had the Beiji ready to go to ensure that he could put the right target in life. It was pretty impressive. That is actually wild, right, Curly? G-Bosk outed his own board, to be fair. Yeah. But he'd also just had 3 Dawn, so
yeah.
It's not like he had a whole lot of options. You were on 4 Dawn, 5 card board. He didn't even play a character in this situation. So
if only this leader was Supernova. I think it's just Straw Hat Crew.
Now going to 5 Dawn, G-Boss looking at a very impressive board state and probably a little bit intimidated by it because it is also a low to the ground.
It would be 1 to 5 anyways.
Right. Regardless of it being anything, it was just like, oh jeez, this is just a oppressive board state.
It's giving red Zoro vibes.
Right? Can you imagine a turn where you could just allocate the Dawn to just have all these things swing in the face? I'd be intimidated by that. Now, I know it's not going to be the next play he goes. Right now, it's going to be establishing. He wants to get a good blocker set up. So the next couple of turns, we're probably going to see some bouncing for some blockers and play. Get in a couple extra searchers to make sure his hand's got some counter in it. But he's really going to set up for some great attacks with Cavendish, blockers to protect it, and then whatever else he needs to do with the board state with extra cards like the Beiji, though, protect some of his cards as well.
Yeah.
So, basically, Cavendish is really the only card that ever does anything on this board. I mean, into aggressiveness, reality, yes. All right, 6 coming into life, asking for 2. Porter gives it with a Beiji. The one he bounced back to his hand. Got use and utility, and is a good defender. And G-Boss for 4 Dawn turn here. See what he's going to do. Try to put out some weenies. We'll probably see a couple. Not just one over 4 cost Zoro. This one does have an ability if to rest, I guess.
And rest one of his searchers.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to rest. Swing 5 into it.
Yep. Yeah. It does have a pseudo rush in here, so got a nice little get rid of a piece. Luffy, I think, is the best option here, considering the only card that really can whiff in this deck is Perona on a very rare situation.
Yeah.
But Perona is by far the worst out of all the searchers he has.
Yeah, because I feel like he'd be doing a lot more searching with the Luffy over the Kid and Killer. Just because it only costs 1 instead of 2.
Absolutely.
It does the same thing.
And there's some great utility of this. I love it too that he fills up his board so quickly here. Now we're gonna have blocker bounce, perfect for him to get another search on, but get another, so he has another copy. Okay. So it means we're probably gonna see a leader activation here now that he's going to set up his board. Going with the restand law means this Cavendish is gonna get some massive damage in here.
So going to swing 6, 7.
7 going into our Rona Zoro, asking for at least 2
cards. Yep.
And it looked like G-Boss is willing to give it up. Doesn't want to this early, but doesn't have much of a choice here. Gonna load up here for a nice little, getting the leader ability ready and stacked. Going for the room ability. Here comes the restand law. Gonna rebounce this, this Basil Hawker back up. So on play, or on attack, he gets to get 2 more. And tries again. G-Boss not able to protect it twice. It just says, all right, fine. You can have it. You want it that bad, you can have it. But see, this is, like I told you, setting up some good blockers. I love the utility with Kid and Killer here, being able to restand if necessary to get some of that just to help the engine going here, but also create some utility here because where Perona had to go to the yard for this 2-cost Beiji, most of the time he doesn't need to really sacrifice bodies in the board. The bodies do something, and then he can replace it with some cheap bodies that add some more pressure to the board state here. Beiji blocker is an extra protector for this board state. Going to be putting in probably some work potentially here. We'll see. Go to the next steps here, but we've got now a restand Trafalgar Law that I imagine is probably going to be bounced back to hand after attack to get some extra abilities here, especially if we're going to see Cavendish going in for the big swings.
So that's a 3/2. If you have 5 cards or less in your hand, draw 2. Yeah.
Yep.
Try to get some of that hand back.
Yeah, well, it's the best thing he can do at this point, but the board state, he has fallen way too far behind. There we go. Arlong going to keep that thing rested. I like that.
Yeah, so
Arlong
trash a character, and then if your opponent's leader's rested, it can't attack next turn.
All right, free block. Porter saw it right out the way. 5K coming in here. Just going to take the free block for the blocker law. It's 6 or less in hand for Vivi. So, likely going to see some play just to get the Rested Dawn to make sure Cavendish's ability is active. Then we're probably going to see a bounce, honestly, from the Trafalgar Law back to hand. Doesn't have to play the card from life, but can bounce it back. And because he's at a good optimal Dawn state here, can easily replay the restand to get some extra attacks. But first, obviously, going to get an attack in. I like this. So get our attack in here, because you got to get use out of this thing. Gets the counter from hand. Now has the ability to play something, so now it's an optimal use of the Cavendish swing, because that's the one he's going to want to restand. Yep, there we go. Activating that Kid Killer here. No, we didn't activate it.
Oh, I just
replaced it. All right, another blocker law. Alternate art of the blocker law here.
There's 3 in total.
Gets to return the Kid and Killer to hand and replay the Kid and Killer. Getting a Basil Hawkins from his deck. I like that. Good late game if he needs to. It's definitely not going to be a card that G-Boss is going to want to swing into. But right now, we've got some massive potential swings here. Here comes our first swing from Cavendish. See how much loads up. Just a simple 6. Going to restand 2.
Active.
Oh, it's on opponent's attack. That's what it is. That's right. So now we're going to pay the 4, replace that for the restand law that we saw him turn back into hand. Most likely, I think that's most optimal here. He does have 3 blockers, so this is a perfect board for him. Yeah, restand law going to come back in, going to basically get this another attack for Cavendish for another 6K. Going to restand 2 and potentially leave his leader open for 7.
Can't swing.
What can't swing?
Oh, the leader because of the Euro law.
Oh,
so I mean, you could put it to one of his blocker laws because he does have 1 already. Or just leave 2 up.
Did he change the target? I thought originally he picked the...
No, it can only be leaders.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, I agree. That if that was a second time, it would be pretty bad.
Porter forgot to. It's okay.
It's all right. Arlong reminded him. It's okay. He's got an impressive board state here. He's got 3 blockers. Cavendish, the Trafalgar Law bounce cycle here.
Know what he needs? He's a 10 cost Roger. He needs a 10 cost Roger.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
He needed 10 cost Roger.
Now, if only he was playing red.
Nah, you can put it in there.
Perfectly legal.
I'll allow it this time.
Yeah, right? Just this time. All right, Arlong swing. I like this one. Coming in for 8. We'll see if we get a blocker out of it. I had to remove 1 because it is 7K. Reduce it to 7 because the leader only works with 7K power. So, being nice enough to remind him that he has to put 1. Basil Hawkins,
Return
the counter on that one.
You could VV again. Draw another 2.
Right?
I don't know how many hands he has or cards he has in hand, but
yeah. Using the leader ability to attack twice with Arlong, pretty powerful. Porter debating on whether he wants to take the life or take a block. I can't imagine he'd want to risk a Trafalgar Law blocker.
And now he's going to play the 10 cost Roger. It's over for Porter unless he has enough to count out of a 13.
Yeah, that's true.
So can't be removed by effects. It is just a blocker.
And the BB draw.
Blocker. Yep. So he doesn't have to worry about any effects, but still, it's a blocker.
Right. Porter could be going for game here, or could set himself up for a 7-cost Trafalgar Law life loop cycle here as well. Again, another reason why Kuma's great in this deck, but it doesn't synergize well. Yeah. And the Trafalgar Law in this situation can be a great opportunity for him to just do this little cycle to keep his life nice and healthy while he has these 3 blockers out to protect his life as well. Tendon Kern, let's see what he wants to do with it. He does have the restand law loop, but I think he optimally, depending on what his hand looks like, this could be the 7 cost life loop that we see from the
it's like with the amount of like options you have, I really think that it just makes this deck really easy to play. Like if it was a starter deck, I think it'd be great.
Yeah. Or could be going for a Hody Jones. That's true. Hody Jones would be pretty devastating right here. But his only blocker down, that one Don he has open, where he's trying to either bluff or has a counter card here, and could put in for a lethal swing. And the fact that he doesn't have life means he doesn't have to take it for the Hody Jones. Resting up that blocker, has got plenty of these things to kill the just in case if he doesn't get game, he can definitely.
Yeah, because if he doesn't go for game again, 10 cost Roger. It's over.
So in this board state, which character would you like to let go? Because I value this bounce or this restand law because of the ability to keep that lock on board. But if I was going to
swing first.
Okay.
I would just swing with it first.
Obviously. But if you're going to replace this board, you wouldn't replace the blocker, would you? Because I wouldn't.
No.
I value the blockers at this point.
I mean, I think with leader ability, it's great to have the 5 cost law. You know, and just keep doing it.
Going in for the swing.
6 into our
pressure on the board. This is a common tactic for Porter. Always likes to keep the pressure on the board. Wants to make sure he has game locked up. Also, really good on trying to get the hand resources out. Try to bait the resources out to make the math a lot easier. So, going out there, making sure that he gets some resources out of his opponent's hand, so he knows the right way. Okay, we're gonna go for the wall treatment here. Going for the 8 cost useless kid. Put up for more of a defensive play. Looks like he thinks he's going to need at least 2 more turns in order to KO this. So, yeah, if you're going to go board like this, it makes sense. Here's the first Cavendish swing. This one not going to be protected by G-Boss here. Going to take one of those to make sure the kid is the only target. Not going to play anything off the ability, but going to come in for an AK swing. G-Boss going to take this. Now officially racked up with 3 blockers, and you have to go through useless kid first. Most decks can't do that.
Yeah.
Cannot deal with this. There are very few cards with events that can get over a wall this crazy in the state here. But as we've seen earlier, the only one really doing the work here has been Cavendish and Leader. Like those two need to have their own like solo adventure, where those two are like the only ones doing work here.
To be fair, in anime, they're the ones that really do work for their crews.
That's fair. True. Oh, seriously, yeah, they are the ones that do the work for the crew. Don't shy on Beppo.
Unless you count Cavendish's alter ego. You know, same person.
G-Boss going for the option to try to wall up because I think he realizes the writing's on the wall. If he doesn't start coming back with something, he's got to establish some more bodies. Get this leader ability to actually be effective. But right now, just loading up with some searchers, trying to find the right cards. Probably low on resources here. Can't find what he searched, but it's all right. Beppo erasure. Yeah, don't forget about Beppo. Don't forget about Beppo.
I didn't know.
What?
My cat's name is Beppo.
Oh, is it really?
Yes.
That's so adorable. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. Does that mean I'm a terrible friend? I don't know your cat's name.
Yeah, because I've mentioned it before.
Yeah.
It breaks my heart.
What's my dog's name?
Akira. No.
No.
Kai.
You named my robot? Did you name my robot over my dog?
Kaiju.
It is Kaiju. Okay.
Kaijus have rights too.
This is exactly why this blocker wall is so devastating. G-Boss load up everything to get over this useless kid, and there's just like, bro, you got 3 blockers to get through before you could even think about putting some real work against this useless kid. And now useless kid in the most position where all you have to do is load up 1 Dawn. It's always gonna be active, and you have this constant 9K swing coming at you every turn. Wait a minute, did you read that from chat?
What? No.
Did you?
I know your dog's name.
Did you?
No, I didn't. I swear. I know your dog's name.
All right.
I just said Akira.
Okay.
Akira.
You named my robot. He did. That's what I thought, Ty. You saw his eyes. We're going to come back and clip it. Your eyes went to chat. He saw it. The time is right there. Yeah?
Do it.
Yeah?
I said do it.
Do it?
Yeah, do it. Go ahead. Do it.
I think you cheated. Porter, you're helping him cheat. Don't help him
I wouldn't cheat on you.
Oh, thanks, buddy. That's what bros are for. Appreciate you. All right, our first swing here from Cavendish. A nice little 9K. Getting a block.
No Reese. I don't think there was a Reese in. Yeah, no Reese in.
Restand Law gonna come back in hand.
Restand.
Going for another 9K, gonna get the block.
Okay.
But just really setting himself up for failure here, because now we have a 9K from Useless Kid and a potential 8K from Leader to get the last 2 life hits. A lot of bricks in this hand for G-Bosk. There's some 1Ks, I think there's a 2K I saw, but a lot of bricks in his hand. Ty says, I was zoomed in 6 times on his eyes and I happened to see it, and he saw it. He saw your eyes and he saw the text within your eyes. It said, yeah.
He saw it.
Homies for life. Yes, Curly. Homies for life.
I mean, honestly, I would believe this guy we don't even know.
Yeah,
Have
absolutely.
you seen this man in person?
Yes, I have. You don't know Ty?
No, I don't.
No.
I don't know Ty.
This guy has given us like 6 subscriptions and fed the channel better than like most people out there.
Well, I would believe him then.
You gotta put some respect on this
He
thing.
could tell me my name's different and I believe him.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Oh, hands down. This man is like mad helpful for this channel. Ty, I'm a handsome devil. You definitely are. No,
I believe that.
I don't even need
100%.
sources.
I believe it.
I don't even need sources.
That whole spiel about sources, nah. Out the window. I believe it.
Well, he has provided me the source, but I don't need it, is what I'm saying.
Is he someone
It's
who
one of
goes
those
to LifeLink?
Is he?
I don't know.
You tell me.
I don't know.
Yeah?
Sure.
All right. Hody Jones to play here, so this is a do or die point for G-Bosk here, but I really feel like he's in a situation he just can't win.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to rest the blockers, but he knows that he can't get over.
He's right. Why would he lie? What does he have to lie on the line?
He has no way. He has no reason to lie. He gets no benefit from it.
I guess he is handsome.
Yeah, he is handsome. Yeah, I think that was a genuine concession here from G-Boss, showing that the only thing that he possibly could have done in the situation was Hody Jones, but he knows he's left with less Dawn. He can't restand it with Leader, and he's got to tack into this Useless Kid with still a blocker up and whatever is in Porter's hand, which is substantial because he's been drawing the whole game. Search. Like Porter does not like Porter's #1 enemy is the blue pudding. And that's going to do it for this round. If you've been here this long, hit the like and subscribe button. Help us out. We're a growing channel and just trying to get out as many TCGs and coverage for you guys at home. Brought to you mostly by the people you're seeing scroll over here, my Patreons. The ones that help me fund and do everything I can to try to expand this channel to cover multitudes of different TCGs that you are seeing here. You like the one you're watching now? That's great. We also have other things that you might like, from a broad spectrum of the Bondi to the new League of Legends, Riftbound games, and other independents like Alpha Clash. We like to cover as many games here, and I love all these TCGs. Most of the time I take part in. If you guys are liking this content, though, please help us grow, help us get into the point where we can improve our quality of content for you, and get to the point where you guys really get the product that you deserve. Thank you for being here, as always. This is going to be it for today. I hope to see you in the next video. That might be listed up here. I don't know, editor, can you help me out?